So how to set up for when you do dumbbell goblet squats. It's a really good exercise for hitting the quads, hitting a bit of hamstrings and the glutes. So what I want to talk about first is how you should be holding the dumbbell itself. So the best way to hold this is put your hands under like this, and when you do it, don't have your elbows flared out, otherwise your shoulders are going to bend out really quickly. Have them tucked in. At no point make sure this pulls away. Always keep it really close into your chest. So I'm going to show you a few tips. So first thing, make sure your feet are quite wide. And if you look at my toes, always turn your feet out a little bit. And now we've looked at my knees. Everyone's kneecaps will be naturally facing forwards like this. So what you need to do, you need to turn and twist the kneecaps so they're in the same direction your toes. And with that, it comes from your hip bone. So you've got to twist from here all the way down. So I'm going to show it now with no dumbbell. Just going to put my hands up here. So as I'm going down, you've got to open your hips, open your groin, keep your knees pushed out all the way down until the hip is in line with your knee. And when you go back up, make sure your knees stay pushed out nice and tight. So now we're going to show you that with a dumbbell. So again, make sure your palms are underneath the dumbbell like this, and then from there, turn your feet out a little bit, keep it tucked in. You're going to go all the way down until your elbows are almost close to your knees. So that has to be touching. It's like 1 or 2 inches away. Back up to the top. All the way down. Back up to the top. So these are the dirt. This is what you don't want to be doing. Going down and having your knees dropping like this. No. This is the second no that you don't want to be doing. Going down and having this dumbbell starting to pull away from body. If it pulls away, what it's going to do, it's going to cause you to tip forwards. As well as tipping forwards, your shoulders are going to bend out really quickly. So twist, keep it tucked in, keep it up high, don't let it drop down. Push your knees out, push your knees out, push your knees out. When you're going up now, keep pushing your knees out nice and tight. And that's a dumbbell goblet squat. So one last tip on these, because when you get heavier and heavier knees, it can be quite difficult to try and get up in a start position. So a really good tip, put a bench up on this angle like this, so it's nice and high, and then when you grab a dumbbell from the rack or on the floor, you can use both hands, rest on here. This makes it a lot easier. Get nice and tight, and then get back out, and then you can go for it. And when you're done, when you're nice and low to the ground, when you're here, just let it drop. I know when I lift really heavy on knees, it can be really challenging to try and get it up. So use this if you need to. When you're close to the floor, just let it drop back out again. So that's the setup for when you do dumbbell goblet squats.